Hey Leo, this is your reading for the second half of March 2021. And this reading is just general. I just asked, what you Leos wanted to know about. So, what I got was the dead end. So, this is either about some kind of ending or more likely some kind of block. Like maybe you feel like your path forward or your road forward is blocked, either in a spiritual sense or romantic sense or financial sense or otherwise. So we're going to start over here. And so I'm going to take a look first, actually, at what you think it is, because I think there's two different things going on here. So, what does Leo think is the truth about this block and this dead end? So we have the 10 of Cups in reverse. So you are feeling blocked in a romantic sense. Upright, this card does say a happy marriage, happily ever after, emotional contentment, a loving relationship, and on and on. So, yeah, it's the 10 of Cups, happy family or happy relationship. And so that has been in the reverse for you. And you are questioning if you have some kind of block about this. So I guess you are questioning if you have some kind of block in a romantic sense. So then we have the Knight of Swords, or the Page of Swords, rather, that came out also reversed. So logical, perceptive, insightful, an intellectual challenge, brilliant insights, and information you need but might be challenging to receive. So when this card comes up in reverse, that's usually the part where I tune in, is at the end there, where it says information you need but might be challenging to receive. So review all documents very carefully. So it seems like you feel like this is the case because you might have gotten some information about this. Like maybe somebody told you, Leo, I feel that you have some kind of romantic block. Maybe that, was like placed on you, I guess is what I'm getting. I mean, let's just be honest. There's a lot of people that go to psychics, and even more people that go to psychics like for free readings just around, and sometimes this stuff gets said. Is that stuff sometimes true? Yes, it is. Is there a bunch of other times where it's not, and it is like, a ploy to get you to come back? So it doesn't really matter, but I mean, I think this might have been something that took place for you. So maybe somebody told you, like a psychic or something, that this might be the case for you. You have some kind of romantic block. And even if your logical senses tell you, like, no, this is not true, your mind might go back to it sometimes. And then you're like, oh man, is it my mind going back to this because they really did, like, did they do something to me? Or is it like really real? This like, like curse basically. So then this card is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So the good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of abundance, borrowing wisely or paying off a debt, sharing your wealth with others less fortunate. So this did come up in the reverse. So this is like giving too much. Like I said, sometimes this stuff gets said because it is a ploy for someone to make some more money. Even if that person like didn't really push it beyond that and you like never talk to that psychic again or something, like it's still kind of like this seed planted. That might just be that person's style. So you also may be having some like regretful feelings about, like I said, just working with this person or giving them any amount of money or something in the first place. So this flipped over on the deck that I was going to use to see what the real truth is. So this is what you feel like has taken place and what's brought this into your mind. Like this was the original beginning of the dead end. Like why you even feel there is a dead end here. So let's see what the truth is. What is the truth about this dead end for Leo? So we have listen, paying attention, dialogue, and communicating. So this is in the upright, which is great. All these other cards in the first pile came out reverse. And I don't say that to mean that it was a negative thing on your part. This is like a natural part of what happens if, somebody was trying to take advantage of you or something. But it's important to check these things too, because there probably was some initial reason why you felt that going to talk to somebody about whatever you did was like something that your soul needed. So anyway, you're being asked to pay attention. And so maybe paying attention to the communication that is coming in or might be coming in from this person that we're talking about. So this person also could have said like, if you like, I can help this person come back to you. So like now you're just like waiting. Is there anything else about this listen that we should know about the truth? What is the truth? So we have look ahead and we have seeing differently. So these were both in the reverse. And so, yeah, I think this is like just again, like some bad advice or some bad guidance or like a bad look at the future. So visionary planning and preparedness, but this information has you like feeling like unprepared. I can't look ahead. I can't know, and I can't fix this. And then seeing differently, uniqueness, roles, and variation. So yeah, it's just like seeing reversed, that this wasn't really seen. And I think there's something in the communication that you had initially with this person. Like there's other signs of what this really was, like what the truth was, so that when you look back over that, you can see, yeah, this sure does seem like this is more like a ploy to have me, awakening in the reverse, to have me like living in fear so that I possibly will come back as a client. So let's see, what should we ask about this now? Okay, so what is the truth about Leo's love life then? Or their marriage? So we have the 8 of Wands here, and that's in the reverse. So the communication is reversed. Like, if that's something that the person said that keeps you going, like you're like, I just haven't seen the results yet, that whatever they did to help me with like having this person come back to me or contact me, like it just hasn't come to pass yet. So I just like can't say for sure, And it was out here with the 8 of Scrolls, which is a woman looking into a crystal ball. And there's like all these different options of things she could say. And I also think of these as looking like all these different scripts that I could say that I know work on people to keep my business going. So then we have the 3 of Spirals. And this is like you're just wondering where this like energy, you feel this energy, you kind of maybe feel like you do have some energy leaking from you or something. You're like, you wonder where this is. And so there's just like a need to be grounded here. So you're like doing too much or thinking too much or, like reading too deeply into everything. And that's the truth of what's going on here. So like this person chose from a script of things to tell you about your love life and about maybe somebody coming back as well. And that's not happening. And it probably won't happen. And then with the 3 of Spirals, you're just like, all this had me feeling in so many ways. Like now I just don't know what's going on. Like it just feels chaotic. And I worry about like the consequences of, talking to this person or whatever. And then we have the Page of Spirals, which is like this mime character. So this is all kind of just a show. This is like part of this whole thing. It's like now you just have to kind of like this will heal, because I mean, it's probably not like you just watch this and you're like, oh, now I feel 100% better. Thank you very much. But hopefully it helps you feel a little better, but like also like time heals. So there's still some like energetic things playing out, and it's not due to anything that anyone did other than like the interaction that you've had and the thoughts that you've had subsequently. And if you've been really like thinking about this a lot or almost obsessing, then it does take time for you to untrain your mind from doing that all the time. So that's like the grounded truth about this. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse here at the bottom of the deck. So I know that it also like sucks to hear this too, because like something that helps keep you going and everything, and like why this doesn't all feel like just this, is because you still wonder about this person like coming back, and maybe some of the things that the person also said, like maybe they blew your mind in some kind of ways, and so that so anyway, you just feel like this didn't go in your favor. There were some things the person said that you wanted to believe, and then there were other things that made you feel uncomfortable and like you were getting scammed. So then we have the Seven of Stones here, and we have the Pilgrim, the Page of Scrolls in the reverse. So this is that thing about time healing. This is being gentle with yourself through this process and seeing what you have learned through it, because a lot of people who find themselves in this situation are spiritual people, and it might hit extra hard when you are one of these people and this is your community, and then something like this happens. It like makes you feel like you can't trust your community somewhat. And so that's just what I'm getting from this, that like time is going to heal, and yeah, that's the truth about this block, and the truth about your love life is just that time is going to heal this. It just feels chaotic right now, the way that things had been going on. So let's see what the reason is that all of this even took place for you. Why did this happen in Leo's life? So this seems like it was to teach you something about lightness, like I said, that you were probably a person who is spiritual as well, not like somebody who just like wants to know what the right move is for their love life and stuff. Like you were seeking spiritual guidance and like a mentor, like a teacher to help you along the pathway. So sometimes you're shown darkness so you can see your own light, because I think that this is your energy, Leo. So this is still you. Like sometimes you have to learn a lesson like that to know the full spectrum of what is out there, because if you're a person that is seeking the truth on things and trying to expand your consciousness through connecting with other people, and even being like a person who wants to like give back to the community, right? By like by buying a reading and stuff, which is great to do, but it's like sometimes these things happen to people, and if you ultimately like want to be part of that too, like somebody who also sells services and whatnot, then you kind of sometimes need to be exposed to this stuff dependent on what your chosen path is. So that's the truth about it, that sometimes you have to see something really dark, and sometimes you have to know how that makes you feel, like to know your own lightness, and maybe you're a light worker or something like that. So it can also awaken you to, remembering some things about your mission and stuff. So then we have feelings here, and that came out with positivity. So I think that that this is to, okay, so in this community, right, like there's all different kinds of people that are into metaphysical stuff, but there is like a big emphasis right now on and there has been for a long time, it's like positive, 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 never ever talk about the not positive. And I have noticed that that's getting like increasingly well, just talking about things in a more balanced way, or like mentioning the darkness from time to time, is like becoming less taboo, which is great because that is a balanced view of spirituality and like occult stuff and metaphysical stuff, like the stuff people warn you about when you get into it. It's like, um, you know, everybody knows those kinds of things that people say, and why, you're don't tell everybody sometimes, until later on your path or something, like, because you're afraid of what people will think. And then they say some weird stuff like that, like what will happen to you if you, use tarot cards or like open the door to your spirituality and stuff. Like, so this is the reality. It's one of them. I'm saying this is like why Spirit is telling you that you went through this, so that you can see the spectrum of lightness and also darkness in the realm and, community that you might be working in or find yourself being in, because this was your path before, and it will also be your path after this event. So all that to say that ultimately this really did happen, for your highest good. It's an important lesson to learn, especially important if you're like not actually working in, this realm yet, like with other people or something. Like, I think you will find later that that's just really was important for you. So what healing, okay, I was going to say what healing, do you need, or like, are they, as Spirit advising you? So great. So rest and reconsider. And this is here with your throat chakra. So this could mean, you really do just need some rest and recuperation, as in a physical sense, like if you haven't been sleeping well. And with the throat chakra, I'm not going to say that you need to like open it so much as, I think this is listening to your own inner voice for now. So if you're somebody who watches a lot of readings, or even like, let's say that this took place and then after that you got into watching a lot of readings because you like wanted to confirm or deny what you heard, or, something close to that, it might be time to just like take a break from listening to, and I'm not even going to say that the readings that you're watching are bad advice at all. It's just like, if you can always do that and never depend on like trusting yourself and listening to your own guidance sometimes, then, just like anything else, you get over dependent on it and might miss some signs and stuff. And when you rest and reconsider, like, they want to balance your throat chakra for you. Like, maybe you'll get some downloads or something of that nature about how to open your throat chakra up more. I don't think it's truly blocked or anything. It came out in the upright. It's just like, I think that you might be just have gone within a lot and, been not wanting to maybe speak out as much, and still feeling like this positivity is reversed. Like, just rest and reconsider, and you're going to see that you have a lot more to say now through your experiences. And, it isn't maybe just like rest and reconsider for one night. I mean, I hope it is for everybody, but sometimes it might be like, a couple days, a couple weeks, a couple months, whatever. But after a time of rest, you'll be able to see this from a different view, and you're just going to have so much more to say. And like, that was the teacher, that was the teacher, because then you will know how to talk about these things and advise people on these things yourself when that time comes. If this is the kind of, like I said, if this is the community you're going to be in or work within, I just think you're going to find out a lot more about providing a service and about your own abilities. And there's maybe no other way you could have learned about this. So that's a pretty big deal meaning. And actually, that's really a wonderful gift from Spirit, even if you're super rolling your eyes hearing that now, this is going to be a total level up for you soon. So that's what I have for you, Leo, for the second half of March. If this resonated for you, please give it a thumbs up, because like I said, this was pretty out there, but I knew this is what somebody needed to hear. Comment, subscribe, share if you want a personal reading that is just for you, or if this resonated for you and you want more information. My information is in the description box below, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks.